on.
And here is your host of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, the shitheads, the King Striker, Main Event Jay, and the Freak from Q Creek.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 312 of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. And you already know I am your host, the King Striker. I am going at it solo tonight. The other two shitheads, Main Event Jay, is on a date tonight. I got a date night. And it just so happens to be so is Reese. I don't know if we're at the same date or if we're on a date with each other. I don't know, but I'm going in solo tonight, and we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about Saturday night's main event, AEW All In Texas, and also WWE Women's Evolution. It is a packed, stacked card of wrestling this weekend. And if you are a wrestling fan, you are in for a treat. Not only tonight, right now, on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk with the King, but this weekend. There is a shit ton of wrestling. So I hope everybody's doing good. As you can tell, I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. And not to mention, I am the most viewed king on YouTube in history ever. Ever. Just remember that. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and drop them like you always do, and I will get to them as quickly as I can. I appreciate whoever's watching right now. I believe Jim Thomas is watching. Thanks for tuning in, Jim. I see his name popped up. And also, real quick, hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you haven't already on Facebook and YouTube. Our YouTube handle is at Pro Wrestling X Talk. That's how you can find us, find all of our videos, and what we are up to. So hit that like button right now for me. That helps us out. Hello, Alan. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. But like I said, this episode is 312, and I'm going to need to get into it because I want to get this done before AEW comes on at 8 o'clock. I got a lot to get into. I'm going to give you my predictions for this weekend. So, like I said, drop them comments, guys, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But anyway, let's talk about Saturday night's main event. WWE is in Atlanta, Georgia. And the elephant in the room, you already know, it's Goldberg going up against Gunther, the ring general, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Do I believe Goldberg deserves it? No, I do not. Hi, Mark Bushel. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. But we're going to get into that here in a few minutes. But, however, let's kick off Saturday night's main event. We got the Intercontinental Championship. Dirty Dom is going up against AJ Styles. And I do believe that Dirty Dom is going to pull out a victory on this, only because I believe Judgment Day is going to help just a little bit like they normally do. I would like to see AJ get another run, but not right now, because I tell you what, Dirty Dom and Judgment Day is hot, hot, hot. So, and then let's move on. Randy Orton is going up against Drew McIntyre. My heart says I want Randy Orton to win, but I don't think Randy is going to pull this one out. I believe Drew McIntyre is going to get the win on this one in Atlanta, Georgia. Eric Cassidy, thanks for tuning in. What about NXT Great American Bash predictions? Well, I had to cut something out, Eric, and I just figured, these three were the main ones. So I had to cut something out, and that made the list, unfortunately. But thanks for the comment. Also, like I said, Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, going up against Bill Goldberg. Are we going to hear the Oldberg chants in the arena? Or are we going to see a new champion? Listen, hear me out, guys. I can see this happening. I can see freaking Bill Goldberg winning the championship, beating Gunther. But listen. Maybe does Seth Rollins cash in with his Money in the Bank when Goldberg wins, pins Goldberg. That's it. I don't know. I doubt it, because it's Saturday night's main event. But you know what? WWE is very unpredictable right now, as you all know. Anything can happen. I believe there was just 3 matches on Saturday night's main event. If I am missing one, please go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know. But yeah, and guys, how do you feel about Bill Goldberg getting a title shot? Coming back, not even having a match, and he gets a shot at the world title. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Drop a comment. I don't think he deserves it. Not one bit. So I don't know. I think there's other people that deserve it more than he does, but I don't got the pencil. So apparently Triple H does, as we all know. But hey, you never know what can happen. All right, so I'm going to move next to AEW All In Texas at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Apparently, this is the biggest gate in U.S. For AEW. I sure as hell hope they sold a hell of a lot of tickets, because that's a big field they need to sell out. Eric says, at this point, you might as well give Hogan and Flair a shot as well. Well, Hogan, I hear he's on his deathbed. I don't know if it's true. I've seen a few different reports. He is, he isn't. I don't know. And Ric Flair looks like death also. I know he's been going through some stuff, but my Lanta, he looks horrible. Hi, Bubba. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so AEW All In Texas. We're going to, oh, God. I wish when they did these casino gauntlet matches, these battle royals or whatever, they would announce who's going to be in it. Because they announced 1 or 2 for the men's and 1 so far for the women's. Unless I missed something, that's all they did. Hi, Mike. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. So anyway, the TNT Championship, the champion Adam Cole, Bay, is going up against Kyle Fletcher. I think we have a new champion. I think Kyle Fletcher, the knockoff Randy Orton, gets the win. And I like Kyle Fletcher. He looks more of a wrestler than Adam Cole does. Sorry. You know, I tend to piss a lot of people off with my posts and comments on Facebook, but you know what? You'll get over it. And this is another one. Adam Cole does not look like a wrestler. If you think he looks like a wrestler, give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about that. Hulkster is selling beer. I don't know, Bubba. Rumor has it. Springer, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I don't know, unless he's selling beer on his deathbed. I don't know. I know you're a big Hulkster fan, the Bubster brother. But anyway, I believe we got a new champion, Kyle Fletcher. The women's casino gauntlet match. They announced one person so far, and that is Chris Statlander. I don't know why they don't do announce more of the wrestlers, but Statlander is going in first. That's all I know who's in it, so I guess I got to go with Statlander, which I'm okay with. I'm a Statlander fan. Cole is underweight. Bubba, he looks like he would belong in micro wrestling, which is coming to Indiana, Pennsylvania at the Kowalczyk Center, Bubba. They are sold out from what I heard. Dave Zook said they are near sellout for midget wrestling. Can you believe it? Jeez, oh man. Men's casino gauntlet match. So far, there's only 2 participants announced, and that is Mark Briscoe and MJF. Again, I don't know who else is going to be in this match, so I can't choose a winner. But if I have to, out of these 2, Mark Briscoe and MJF, I'm taking MJF. All right, next up is the EVP match. It is Swerve and Will Ospreay going up against the Young Bucks. It's EV Power versus no World Championships for 1 year. If Swerve and Ospreay lose, they get no world title chances for 1 year. And if the Young Bucks lose, they lose their EV Power, which I'm okay with because that's really getting on my damn nerves. And I know it's getting on a lot of other people's nerves about the EVP. Martina, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. So I'm going with Swerve and Ospreay. I'm a big Ospreay fan. You guys that watch every week know I love Will Ospreay, so I'm going with Swerve and Ospreay. Next up is the AEW Tag Team Championship. It's the Hurt Syndicate. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, the champions, versus Jet Speed Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey versus the Patriarchy Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate. There's no way they're going to lose the belts. They are destroying people Wednesday after Wednesday after Saturday after Saturday. They're just running through everybody. So I don't see them losing the titles. Should be a good match though. I like Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey. So that should be interesting. Yeah, Bubba, it's crazy. Dave Zook told me, because I guess he works there at the Kowalczyk. He said that he had to get general mission. All right, next up is the AEW Unified Championship. The winner takes all. The Continental Champion Okada goes up against the International Champion Omega, Kenny Omega. Like I said, the 2 belts are going to be united, and it is going to be, I guess, the Unified Championship. The Auctioneer's pizza just arrived. Good. Go eat that pizza. Is it a pickle pizza? I can tell you like pickles. And I can also tell that you eat corn the long way. Am I right? Tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm going with Okada here. And I tell you what, the auctioneer, you better quit messing with Slim and Sammy and the family. All right? I'm telling you now, you're going to get hurt when you two face each other. She's going to get you. But like I said, I'm going with Okada. I can't see Omega winning this, unfortunately. I'm not a Omega fan, so I want to see Okada win. Okay, AEW Women's World Championship. The champion, Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, going up against the Doberman Monet. I can't stand Monet. I will not ever pick Monet. Ever, ever, ever. So I am taking timeless Toni Storm is going to retain and keep that belt. And then I'm assuming it's going to be the match of the night, the main event. It is for the AEW World Championship, and it is also a Texas death match. The champion from the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, going up against Adam Hangman Page. I'm real sick of this whole Death Rider bullshit. It's the stupidest story going right now. I hope Moxley. I hope they split up the whole Death Riders and rebrand them somehow. Tony Khan, I know you're watching because you watch the best wrestling podcast in the world, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Do something about this, all right? The auctioneer says, "Wow, sorry, I call it like I see it, auctioneer." I got Hangman winning. I got Hangman going over. We need something different. Like I said, we need something different. And Hangman is hot right now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a new world champion. Bubba, Sammy is seriously wrestling a guy. What the F? Yes, she is, Bubba, from what I see. The auctioneer, he's in for a rude awakening going up against Sammy. So that's it for AEW All in Texas. I don't know if they're going to add some more matches tonight on Dynamite. If they do, that's unfortunate I didn't get to it. But, you know, AEW, they had to start at 3 p.m. because of fucking WWE being an asshole with Saturday night's main event, you know, going on. So Uncle Tony had to, Jason Reese, thanks for tuning in. How's your date going, guy? But anyway, Tony Khan had to do a little switcheroo and start at 3 p.m. And in Texas, I bet you it's going to be hot in there. Woo! Eric Cassidy says, what is going on with Moxley pushing that cameraman in some sort of legal actions? Yeah, Eric, I saw that last week. Apparently, a former worker for AEW, Moxley pushed him. He fell. And he's suing Tony Khan, AEW, and Jon Moxley. So, yeah, kind of interesting. I haven't heard anything else about that. The auctioneer says, Bubba, she is going to lose to this guy. Ah, come on. No way. Slam and Sammy got it. Slam and Sammy got it. But one thing I want to ask you guys for AEW All In, are we going to get any special returns? Could we see the return of Britt Baker? I don't know. Daniel Bryan? Maybe. Who do you think, if anybody shows up, who would it be? Drop a comment. Let me know. All right. So, all right. So now we're going to move on to the WWE Women's Evolution, and that is at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, GA. They're sticking around Atlanta, Georgia for these pay-per-views this weekend and Saturday night's main event, which is pretty cool. 30 Birds, baby. Atlanta Falcons fan. I love my Steelers, number one, but close second is Atlanta Falcons. Bubba. Well, what guy would wrestle a 19-year-old female wrestler? Well, Bubba, I mean, you gotta take it up with him. I don't know. I can't answer that. I got my opinion, but my opinions don't matter. People get pissed off when I say my opinions. But I do believe Sammy's going to whoop his ass. All right, so we're this card is stacked, ladies and gentlemen, for Evolution. My God. Wow. So let's start off right off the bat. For the Women's World Championship, the champion, Io Sky, is going up against Mommy Rhea Ripley. Guys, drop a comment. Let me know who you think is going to win this match between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. I got Rhea. We got a new champion. We're going to have a new champion, Rhea. One that was assaulted by the same lady. Payback is on the way. Oh, wow. You're really going to admit that you was assaulted by a 19-year-old female wrestler. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. I got Rhea winning. We got a new champion, guys. New Women's World Champion, Rhea. That's my pick. All right, WWE Women's Championship. Now, this is different than the World Championship. It is Tiffany Stratton going up against the legend, Trish Stratus. Bubba, I know you love yourself some Trish Stratus, some Stratus faction. Man, does she look good for her age still. My God, does she look good. But looking good doesn't always get you to win in wrestling. So I believe that Tiffy Time stays Tiffy Time. She retains and beats Trish Stratus. It should be a good match. I believe it will be a good match. I believe if anybody's going to pop up, maybe interfere at all on this pay-per-view, it could be this match. Only time will tell. NXT Women's Championship, the champion, JC Jane, is going up against Jordan Grace. I'm not a big fan of JC Jane, and I am not a fan of Jordan Grace. First of all, Jordan Grace can whoop my ass. She is in great shape. She would whoop my ass. But anyway, I'm not a fan of either of these. I can care less who wins. But I believe we are going to have a new NXT Women's Champion, Jordan Grace. I believe it is going to be a great match. Fantastic. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. My goodness, there's a lot on this one. It is a fatal four-way. The champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, going up against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane which they just got together again this past Monday night. And then from NXT, Zarya and Sal Ruka. A fatal four-way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. This is going to be a shit show, guys. I'm sorry. This will be a total shit show. Anything that Charlotte Flair is in is a complete shit show. Hashtag shit show. Hit that like button if you think this match is going to be a shit show. Give me a heart instead. Don't hit that like button. Give me a heart. What's up, Phil? Phil's in the house making a run in. Troy Fritz, thanks for tuning in. He says, King Striker. He knows. He knows absolutely who the man is. Iconics better in that match. Bubba, you know what? I was thinking that also. That would have been a great coming in from TNA. I would have loved to see the Iconics again. That would have been great. So my winner is going. I picked. We're not going to have a title change here, folks. It's going to be Rodriguez and Perez keeping the title, only by some interference again from the Judgment Day somewhere along the way. There's going to be some shenanigans fucking going on. So, and that's going to be with Judgment Day, I believe, helping. Or you know what? Or could Roxanne Perez take the pin, lose the belts? Rodriguez turns on Roxy, kicks her out, and Liv Morgan comes back. I don't know. You just heard it from the King first. That could happen. The Auctioneer says King with a smiley face and laugh out loud. There's only one true king in Pennsylvania. Auctioneer. And that's me. King Striker. Don't forget that. All right? Do not forget that. Let me take a look, see who else. Donnie Fulmer, thanks for tuning in and watching the biggest mark in the world. Donnie Fulmer, thanks for tuning in and watching the #1 wrestling podcast. You know it. And you know what else? Bret Hart still sucks. Donnie, Bret Hart still sucks. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Rodriguez and Perez retain. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. How many... You know what? I was just getting ready to say how many women's matches are there going to be on this card, and it's all freaking Women's Evolution. I am so dopey sometimes. Anyway, WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, the champion Becky Lynch, the man, going up against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. A triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Guys, drop a comment. Who do you think's going to win this match? Becky Lynch, Bayley, or Lyra? Donnie, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said it. I said it. Yes, you're right. You are a fanboy. You are absolutely correct, Donnie. Phil, what are you doing? Behave. All right. Guys, who do you got winning this? Like I said, drop that comment. Let me know who you think's going to win this match. All right. I'm picking, we're not going to see a new champion. I believe Becky Lynch is going to retain. As she should. Lyra should not win this match, and I don't believe Bayley should win this match. But I do believe that Becky and Bayley should start some type of more of a story. Bubba says Bayley. Donnie Fulmer says Pansy. He must be talking about Bret Hart again. Bret's not in this match, Donnie. Troy says don't like all three. Wait a minute. How can you not like Becky Lynch and Bayley, Troy? Wow, really? Wow, that shocked me. All right. Yeah, Becky Lynch is going over. She's winning. She's keeping the belt. Next up is no holds barred match: Jade Cargill versus Naomi. My first thought is, how many botches are we going to get from Jade Cargill? She always botches every match. I she's terrible, guys. She is terrible, and I'm sorry, she's terrible, terrible. I'm trying to get through these comments, guys. These are going through them. These are commenting pretty good. So if I miss any, I'm sorry. Eric says, since there are 4 different pay-per-views this weekend, who is going to have the biggest draw? AEW, WWE Evolution, NXT, or Saturday night's main event? I'm going to say AEW All In Texas, only because they are at a stadium, I believe. Yeah, that's who I think. Eric says Bailey wins and her enhancements. Troy says nope. Yeah, so back to Jade and Naomi. I love Naomi and this new proceed with caution gimmick. I absolutely love it. She's not the best, but she's good. I love the new gimmick. I love it. She looks great. But Jade, if you look up shit show, if you Google shit show, it comes up Jade Cargill. I got Naomi winning this. I hate to see Jade win. I really do. So I'm hoping for Naomi. Excuse me. All right, next up is the Women's Battle Royal. The winner receives future match for Women's World Title. I bet you we're going to see some returning legends in this match. Maybe Brie Bella. I mean, you got to throw in some legends. Am I right at this point for this Battle Royal? Who's going to show up, guys? Let me know who you think may return and show up in this Battle Royal. I'm going out on a limb here. And that limb better be sturdy and thick if I'm going out on this limb. But I am picking. Hello, Braden. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I am picking Stephanie Vaquer to win this Battle Royal. Stephanie is absolutely amazing. I love Stephanie Vaquer. Eric says the internet says that AEW has sold approximately 19,000 tickets so far for AEW All in Texas. All right. I don't see WWE Evolution doing those numbers. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Guys, who do you think is going to win? I know that they haven't announced anything, but any guesses on who you would like to see win the Battle Royal? Like I said, I picked Stephanie Vaquer. So I'm going to... Tessa Blanchard shows up. Bubba, I would absolutely love that. I am the biggest Tessa Blanchard fan there is. Almost a close second to CM Punk with her. I love Tessa Blanchard. That would be amazing. I would love that. Keep dropping those questions and comments, guys. Real quick, anybody that is obviously everybody is watching, please tune in to Bad Bubba Brewer's Triple B Experience, his wrestling podcast. He also does a little bit of the pop culture also. And then he also has the Steelers Dynasty podcast. Check him out on Facebook and YouTube. Troy Fritz says, I love Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, Troy. I know she gets a bad name, bad rap. But I love Tessa. Gianni, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bubba says she's a real deal. Paige and Tessa show up and Goldberg goes over with help of his son. Oh, May. I like the Paige thing, Gianni. And you know what? That possibly could happen with Goldberg because they've been saying about how they've been bringing his son up a lot in the promos. So we'll see. I would love to see Paige show up. I love Paige. Love Paige. Not as much as Tessa, but I love Paige. Yeah, guys. So make sure you check out those podcasts. Also, check out Troy Fritz. He does a podcast on, I believe, Tuesday nights. I'm sorry, Troy. I don't know what the name of the podcast is. Your podcast. I'm sorry. Bubba, is it tonight at 9 for the Steelers? Is that tonight you're saying? Yeah, Paige is good. So, guys, how many of you will be watching Saturday night's main event? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, Gianni, definitely. Yes. Just remind me, please. I forget. Troy, the Watchtower. Troy, how can everybody watch your podcast, brother? Put it in the chat there. Eric says Scarlett interfering and then having Karrion Kross over watching the whole thing since they are gaining momentum. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about Karrion. Yes. Okay, Bubba's is every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Barring that he has power and no internet issues. Every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Troy Fritz is on Facebook. So add him as a friend and you can see his podcast also. The Watchtower. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 for the Watchtower. I'll be free the second week of August. All right. Yeah. Message me, Gianni. Let's see. I know I'm forgetting some podcasts. Shoot. If anybody's watching, you got a podcast, just drop a comment. I'll shout it out. I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, don't forget. I believe, let me check this real quick. I don't want to give the wrong date. But let's see. July 19th, Imagine Wrestling is having the Rail City Rumble for 2025 in Altoona at the Juniata Civics Association. That should be a good one. I'm sure there will be some old faces, some new faces in that battle royal that you will see. So check that out. There is a lot of wrestling around, guys. But that's just one that I can remember seeing. So guys, will you be watching Saturday night's main event? Like I said, give me a thumbs up on that. Or will you be watching AEW All in Texas? Give me a heart on that one. And if you're watching WWE Women's Evolution, give me a smiley face so we all know what you are watching. And if there are any wrestlers that are watching or will be watching the replay, if you'd like to come on and talk some wrestling on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, feel free to drop a message to me, a DM. I'll get back to you and we can see if we can set something up. Bubba says, I am going to 19th. Brother, you in the Battle Royal. You making a comeback. Are you in? All right. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It's weird. I'm doing it solo, but I think I did a pretty decent job. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I'm going to stay on here a few more minutes, see if any more questions and comments come through, and I'll answer that. And if not, after that, I'll get off here and get some dinner because I literally just got home about 15 minutes before the podcast started. So I'm going to get something to eat and watch AEW. So, guys, drop your questions. This is going to be the last call for the questions and comments before I get out of here. So, in general, guys, let's see. Eric Cassidy says, do you think that WWE is going overboard with the next pay-per-view SummerSlam being 2 days? Yes. Yes, I do believe that, Eric. Why change something? SummerSlam has always been, to me, listen, SummerSlam, I always knew when school was starting, SummerSlam was coming up. I would always go over to JJ's house and we'd watch SummerSlam. We knew wrestling was either the next day or coming up in the next few days. So, yeah, I don't like it being 2 days. Bubba says, no, I'm still retired, but I can punch people in the mouth if I need to. Bubba, easy. Settle down. Settle down. Don't be punching nobody and going to jail in Altoona. Because you already know Altoona is a shithole of a town. So don't go getting arrested. But yeah, I think SummerSlam should stick to one night. Anybody that's watching, have you checked out any indie wrestling in your area? I know some guys are not in the Western Pennsylvania area, but have you checked out some indie wrestling in your area? If so, drop a comment. Let me know what wrestling you went to see and how you liked it. Bubba, I still think you got one match left in you, brother. I think you can do it. But again, guys, thank you so much for making Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk what it is. We love all the interaction that you guys do. Again, please like, share, and subscribe now. Just hitting that like button helps us with the algorithms and stuff. It really helps us out. And it's free. It only takes a second to hit that like button. So I would appreciate it. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. We got another comment. One night is good. Rise Wrestling this weekend. Okay, Rise. All right. I'll come out of retirement for one more match. Oh, Troy, look at you. Is that a spoiler? Troy, is that a spoiler? Is it going to be Diamond Troy Justice? Or is it going to be the Insaniac? Troy, let's get the Insaniac gimmick back, brother. I'm at the gym right now, still retired, says Bubba. Get it in, Bubba. Go for it, bro. Get that workout in. I think, Troy, I think we need the Insaniac. Been training. All right. You getting in-ring training, Troy, or are you just working out? That's awesome. Bubba, I appreciate you watching from the gym. I appreciate that. All right, I'm calling it, guys. We're down to our last few minutes, and I'm getting off here. I will I will end the broadcast at 53 minutes. Troy says the Insaniac is dead. No, Troy, the Insaniac can't be dead. He can always rise from the dead, brother. Come on. All right, Troy. Good for you working out. That's awesome. Love it. Troy and Bubba used to go at it back in the day. I'm sure Ian's had some feuds, huh, guys? Am I correct on that, or am I wrong? I'm probably wrong, but the King's hardly ever wrong. Thank you, Bubba. I appreciate it. Bubba, can you believe it? We are on episode 312 on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. That's crazy to me. That 312. Oh, hell yeah, Troy. Anytime, brother. And also, Troy Fritz. Check out his film, Red Zombie. You will see some good-looking fellas in that movie. I won't mention any names. I won't mention a king or main event or anybody like that. But if you want to buy that DVD, you can buy it. Message Troy. He'll get one out to you. You may see the debut of the King in that video, in that movie. Wasn't my best. I was very nervous, but it was such a fun experience. Yes, Bubba. Thank you. Bubba says congrats, and I was number one. Yes, you was. You was the on our very first Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk podcast. You were right. Yep. Troy says on sale on eBay. Okay, folks, just go to eBay and type in a search Red Zombie, and you can buy it there. And I tell you what, you get it, I will autograph it for you. If you get it, I will autograph it for you. But you got to pay $20. You got to pay $20. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was fun hanging out with you guys. Gave my predictions for Saturday night's main event, AEW All in Texas, and also the Women's Evolution. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next week, next Wednesday, here at the same time, 6:30. Not sure if I'll be by myself or the other shitheads will be here. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Stay safe. And you know what? Bret Hart still sucks.
I got nothing else.
Is that it, guy?
That's it.
Cut it?
Cut.